Alright, we are officially set up here. So, this game's called Sanctum. It's basically Diablo the board game. We're going to travel down this path. After level 3, there is level 5. After level 5, there's level 6, which is on the back of one of these, where we fight the big demon that was on the cover. If everyone survives the fight against the demon at the end, then whoever has the most life left wins. Alternately, if you're the only one that survives, you win. Good job. On your turn, so we're going to be moving down here and fighting monsters. Each monster has this symbol on the top left, shows what type of gear they are going to drop. And once you kill them, they turn into some kind of loot. And then you can equip gear into your gear slots over here. And it'll give you benefits of various types. We'll talk about those in a minute. There's level 1, 2, and 3 monsters. They just get stronger as you go. So on your turn, you can either move, fight, or rest, right? If you move, then you advance to the next open spot. So like if this guy moved, and then this guy moved, and he did something else, and this guy moved, whenever the next time this guy moved, he would move to the next slot, right? And underneath each one of these spots, there's a symbol, and you draw that those monsters and put out a group of monsters, right? So the first one here, red's just going to move first, right? It says 5 pairs of level 1 monsters. So, got 2 green guys. We got a red and a blue guy. We got 2 green guys, and we got 2 blue guys. After you reveal demons, you take demons. So now I'm going to choose one of these pairs of monsters to become engaged with. Then, after you take monsters, you check if you're on this treasure chest space. As soon as someone hits this treasure chest space, the remaining monsters on that board flip over and turn into treasure, and everyone gets to take some. And then you can't fight monsters on that board anymore. Or you can't get new monsters from that board. So there's a finite amount of time to get guys here before you're forced to move on to the next board, right? So, let's say that red took these 2 blue monsters. They're both level 1, which means they take 1 hit to kill. So this guy takes a 6. So if I fought them, I'd roll these dice, and I would have to place a 6 there and a 2 there to kill them, right? Which I guess that takes us to the fight action. Before you roll, you can use potions, this guy doesn't have any, to refresh your mana, right? So you spend mana on stuff. You can get it back by spending potions. Then you roll all your available dice. You start with 2. Then you can activate attack powers. Like you start with a baseline plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. You see those on this player board here? You can spend a blue mana. So if I had rolled this 4, I could spend a blue mana there to turn that into a 6 and put it on that guy, right? And then I rolled a 2, so I could spend a blue one there, plus or minus 1, to turn that into, well, that's already a 2, but let's say it was a 1, right? I could adjust that to a 2 and put that there. I would have killed both of those guys, right? If you fail to completely kill a guy, then the number of blood drops at the bottom is how much damage they're going to do to you. So if I would kill this guy, and then I would take 1 wound. You start with 10 life. If you lose all 10 life, you die and you're out of the game. It's very hard to do that if you're like playing the game, right? But you know, and it's basically a resource because you're going to want to have it at the end. Those are your victory points at the end if you survive, right? You have red damage blocking spots. This one says spend 1 red mana to block 1 incoming damage. Spend 2 red mana to block 2 incoming damage, or spend 2 of any color mana to block 1 damage. So if I was having 1 damage come at me, I could put that there, block the 1 damage, right? Then I would kill this guy. He would become loot, and he's a level 1 blue monster, which gives me 1 blue XP when I kill him, which brings us to our skill tree, right? You've got red, green, and blue. And each of these cards gives you a special power. Each of the tiles gives you more mana into your pool. So like this level 1 red tile would give me 2 red mana pips in here, right? And to unlock these things, you have to totally clear them of mana, right? So 1 blue mana, I could choose any of these or any white one. White ones are wild. You can move those with any color. So like I could move this blue one up here, right? I need 1 more blue XP to unlock this frenzy ability. But let's say I got 1 more blue one. I would immediately take this frenzy, put it over here, and it's going to unlock some kind of special power for me. So you can like if I really wanted this level 3 power immediately, right, I could move these 2 up here and just get that. But then it's going to make unlocking this level 2 one a lot harder because now it's got 4 things on there. Does that make sense? You also use these pips of experience once they're up in this pool to equip items. So once I kill this guy, he would flip over, right? And now I've got some brigand's shoes in my backpack. And it's got 1 blue gem right there, which means it takes 1 of these things to equip this item. So I could put this here on my shoe slot, take 1 blue or white XP gem from here and put it on there. And now I have shoes, which have the same defense ability, but also I can spend a blue mana to change any die to a 2. So your equipment that you equip is basically going to give you better defense options or better dice manipulation options to help you get the correct numbers to actually kill these guys, right? And once someone hits this space here, there's a shrine here and everybody gets another die. The first time you unlock you equip equipment, you unlock another die. So we will, and then once you hit the final board, you unlock another die. So by the end, we should each have 5 dice. There's also, every character has a skill that lets them conditionally unlock another die. And I'm going to double check. I don't remember if you actually unlock a die at level 5 or not, but we'll double check that before we get in there. The final thing you can do on your turn, so you can move, you can fight, or you can rest. Resting gets back all of your spent mana into your mana pool. Then you can equip and unequip items. Then you can buy potions. Everyone starts with 4 potion slots. And you can discard equipment cards to get potions, basically. 1 for 1. And the potions come in either red or blue, and before you fight, you can spend them to get your exhausted mana back into your pool before you fight. You also then check achievements. There's this achievements board over here. And there are three things of achievements that we can try to get. This one is unlocking tiles or cards off of your board. The first person to unlock 3 of those and then rest to check achievements is going to take this. I think they're called blessing tokens. All of these blessings are bonuses for the final boss, basically. So like some of them will be like block a damage or, get a free red mana or whatever. This one is having 2 or 3 gems of 2 different colors of XP up here in your pool. And this one is total levels of equipped equipment, 4 and 7. The first person to claim something off of this second tier of these achievements also gets this blessing, and there's only one bottom tier one right here, but whoever claims that also gets that one. I think that's the gist of it. Oh yeah, everyone also has a rage token. If you roll and have a die that you cannot assign to a monster, and there is at least one monster that you could assign a die to, you can flip this over. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm getting this rule right. It's been a minute since I played this. And I would hate to tell you an incorrect thing. Where's the rule about the rage? Rage. Assigning hits. At the end of your attack, if there... Oh, hold on. Alright, so when your rage is refreshed, you can flip it over to just change a die to any number, right? And then, during a fight, if you... basically, if you miss, so if you roll and you have an unspent die and there's a monster that you could assign a die to, that refreshes your rage. So, like, if you miss, you get angry about it. That's pretty much it. It's just, we get to the end of the board and try to get as kitted up as we can to fight the big boss, because he's a real jerk. So, show you these minis up close a little bit. We got the, what are these guys' names? It's basically a Berserker and like a Rogue are the 2 guys that I'm playing as. They probably have more specific names, but I don't remember what they are. I don't feel like looking them up. So, we're just going to get going. Any questions before we start? Did that make any amount of sense? Hopefully so. Hopefully it did. But if you have any questions, just let me know. The red guy's going to start. He's going to move there. We already revealed the... we revealed 4 sets of monsters. I guess we should reveal a 5th one. There's always going to be 5 sets to choose from. And he wants... Like, he really wants this Frenzy, because that gives him a 2nd rage token. And, this die... Already hit me. Yeah, I think he's going to start off trying to unlock this Frenzy. So I guess he's going to take... he'll take these 2 guys. And now, the Rogue's going to go. We reveal 2 more monsters. And what does he want? He's got Secret Stash, which immediately lets him draw 3 level 3 items, keep 1 and discard the rest, which like is really good. These potions even after you roll the dice. Explosive Potion is good too. That lets him discard potions to get an extra die in combat. The rage token is refreshed if you are in combat and you roll your dice, and then there is at least one die space open and you have a die that you cannot assign. Basically, like if you miss, you get to refresh your rage. Those are right in the glare spot here. Let me try to rearrange them a little bit. So I think this guy's going to try to get this poison blade and this secret stash. So, like red and blue seems fine. And we're going to move again. Reveal 2 monsters. And he's going to take these 2. And this guy is going to move again also. And he's going to take these. And now I think it's time to fight. So, red's going to fight. He doesn't have any potions to use, and he hasn't spent any mana, so he just rolls his dice. He rolled a 1 and a 2. So, 2 kills this guy. And he's going to use his rage to kill this guy. So, he doesn't have enough dice to kill the rest of these guys. So these 2 guys attack him for 2 damage. He's going to use 2 red mana on this spot right here to block 2 damage. And he has killed these 2 guys. So he gets 2 blue mana, which unlocks his Frenzy ability immediately, getting him a second rage token. And he found a Qatar and some brigand's shoes. So that's all fine. This guy's also going to fight. He rolled a 3 and a 5, none of which are the numbers that he was looking for. None of which were the numbers he was looking for. So he's going to use a plus or minus 1 to change that 5 into a 6. It's very unfortunate for him what has just happened. He's going to have to use his rage also. And he's going to use it to kill this other red guy. And then he's going to block 2 damage. Get these 2 guys. So that gets him 2 red mana, or 2 red experience rather, and unlocks Poison Blade. He can set 1s to 6s and 6s to 1s. So give him a little bit more flexibility there. And he found a wooden buckler and a knight's helm. Yeah, they all just chase after you until you choose to fight them, basically. It's yeah, a lot of, you could tell whoever played this had played some Diablo in their day. All right, so like the question for red now is, does he rest or does he try to kill these other 2 guys before he rests? And I don't know what the answer is. I guess he'll try to like he really wants to get another red mana, because that would unlock, you know, he could use that to unlock these. Or he could just, you know, put on his cool new gear and call it a day. I think he's going to fight again. I mean, why not, right? Roll a 3 and a 6. So 6 goes there. This comes here to turn that into a 4. Good job. We did it. What could have possibly gone wrong? So he gets a green and a red. Red, green. Yeah. And he found some knight's armor, which blocks 3 damage for the same number of pips. And he found a bandit's crossbow, which lets you set stuff to a 4 or a 5 or subtract 3 from a roll. That all seems fine. So, what's this guy gonna do? I mean, I guess he'll try to kill these guys. I mean, why not? Rolled a 1 and a 6. Well, those are not the correct numbers, but, you know, that's fine. He's going to use plus or minus 2 to turn that 6 into a 4. And he doesn't have anything to get that guy with, so he's going to have to use this to block 1, and that refreshes his rage. So he gets 1 blue XP. And he found a saber. Seems fine. So red is out of monsters to fight currently. So he either is going to move or rest, right? I think he's probably going to move, get some monsters. Before he rests. So he's going to move here, which is going to deal this level 2 monster. And I think he's going to take the level 2 monster. Easy enough. Now, this guy, what's he going to do? I think he's going to move also. And he's going to take 2 more blue guys. Because if he kills all these guys, that'll let him unlock this secret stash ability, which is good. You know, it's better the sooner you do it, basically. So now, I guess the question for red is, does he try to get another monster? You know, I think he might. So we get another level 2 monster out. It's a level 2 blue guy with a hat. But he's going to take this other level 2 red guy with a hat. Then blue's going to rest before he tries to fight all these guys. So he gets those back. He's going to equip a shield, a helmet, and a saber. Excuse me. And since he has equipped stuff, he immediately gets this extra die. And that is it, I believe. He could sell potions or sell equipment to get potions, but he doesn't have any currently. Red's going to rest also. Because he wants to put some of this gear on, I guess. So we got Knight's Armor. We got a Qatar. Got some shoes. And I don't think he cares about this bandit's crossbow, to be honest. But he's going to equip it anyway, because now he's got 4 gems worth of equipment equipped, which lets him take this blessing token. Yep, lets him take that one. Seems fine. I mean, why not get one when you can, you know? Nice. Sewer Dog, have a good night. What war game are you playing? Or making terrain for? And thanks as always for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, there's a good tabletop simulator mod for this too. If you want to try it out, it's really fun. And I'll see you next time, buddy. All right, so now the rogue is going to go. He's going to fight. Two, 4, 5. So 5, or rather 4, 2, and plus or minus 1 to that turns it into a 6, and he can turn 6s into 1s, so he puts that there. Nice. Infinity looks really cool. I've never really gotten into miniatures, like war games like that, but Infinity looked really neat. But it just seems like a whole other hobby unto itself, you know. Alright, so we successfully killed the guys. We got a seer's cowl, a noble's tunic, and some bard slippers. All seems fine. And we unlocked Secret Stash, which lets us draw 3 level 3 items and keep 1. So we found the silencer, or the silence rather, which lets you set something to a 6 and subtract as many things as you want from dice. From 2 dice. We found a mooncloth gown, which lets you block 1, block 3, and set something to a 3. I mean, that seems pretty good. I don't know on this one. I think maybe we keep this I think we keep the crossbow and work on getting some green gems to equip it with. Yeah, have a good night, man. So red's gonna go now. He's gonna fight also. He rolled a 1, a 5, and a 6. So the 6 goes there. And we have not rolled great numbers for the rest of this. So we need 2, 3, 3. So change that to a 2. And we need to set that to a 3, huh? Well, I think we're just going to have to rage it up for that one. Set that to a 3. And then we failed to kill this guy. You know what? We'll set that to a 3. We failed to kill this guy, so he's going to do 2 damage to us. Which we can block by doing that. We get 2 red XP. So we move this up here. Get 2 more red mana. And we've got 1 more, which I think is going to move that there. And we found, nope, we found a steel skull helmet, which lets us block 1 or lets us block 1 and lets us block 2. Seems good. The die doesn't stay there. You use a hit marker to show that you've hit that one, so you just have to hit him on the other one next time. So now we come over to the rogue. He doesn't have any monsters left, so he's going to move. Draws this. And what's he trying to get? He needs some green XP currently. Because he wants to equip this dope crossbow that he found. So, what's he gonna do? He's gonna take this level 2 green guy, because the level 2 equipment is better, so that's what he wants. So now, all this stuff flips over into treasure. And I'm not sure who gets to pick first. I don't remember. So let me find out. Where's the treasure part? Alright, so starting with the rogue player, since he's the one that opened the treasure chest, we each get to choose one of these things and put it into our bag. He's going to take this helmet, I think. Eyes of the Oracle. Yeah, he's going to take that. Because it's just a strictly better version of the one that he's already got there. And then the Barbarian. What's he going to take? He's going to take these boots. The rest of this gets discarded. It was all level 1, yep, okay. And it's back to the Barbarian. He's going to move. And we deal out 5 pairs of monsters here. And it's a level 1 and a level 2 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then he gets to choose who he wants to take. And I think like he wants more red XP, definitely. Cards that have been hit. Ooh. He wouldn't mind unlocking this shield bash also, because it says cards that have been hit during this fight deal 1 less damage, which is extremely good for the last boss. I think he's going to take these two. And so now he's got 5 dice worth of 4 dice worth of monsters to fight and only 3 dice. So, you know, that's fine. What could possibly go wrong? So now the rogue is also going to move, and he's going to deal out our first level 3 monster, which takes 3 hits, and you need 4, and you take 4 wounds if you fail to kill it. So, I think he really wants well, I don't know what he wants, to be honest. He wants all the things. But mainly he wants green XP. Because he's got a lot of good stuff going on in here. And he's got this cool crossbow. I think he's going to take these guys. Because that gives him 3 green XP. And then he can start working on this explosive potion too, which is another one that he's definitely going to want at the end. Although those are both helmets, so like that's not great. Maybe he actually takes these guys, because that's another weapon and a charm that he doesn't have yet. So maybe he'll do that. All right, so now the Barbarian's going to go. And he might actually rest before trying to take on these monsters, because he needs to be able to block. Actually, he can block 3. So like maybe he's just going to fight. Yeah, why not? 2, 3, 5. All right, so 3 kills that guy. 5 kills that guy. We need to set that to a 4. So we set that to a 4. Put it right there. Maybe actually we -1 to that and put it on the 1. So 2 damage coming in. 1, 2. There we go. So he kills these 2 guys. He gets 1 blue XP. And 2 red XP. So 1. And 2. Bloodlust says before you roll, if any of your foes has a hit marker on it, you get to refresh one of your rages. So he likes that. And he found a Seer's Ring, which gives him 1 more blue mana, and a shield. Seems alright. And I think the rogue's going to fight. So 2, 3, 6. 6. 3. Hold on. Go +2 to turn that into a 5. Ugh. And we'll activate his rage to turn this into a 3. Block that right there. And then he needs to block 2 damage, so drops those right there. So that gets him 3 green mana. which I think... One, two, three. So that gets him outnumbered. Says, activate your rage if you do not have enough dice to kill all of your foes, which seems good. And we found a Deadshot longbow and an emerald wristband, which all seems all right. So the Barbarian... What does he want to do? I think instead of moving that up, he's going to move that one up instead last time. So he needs some green. Oh, he's got green right there. He wouldn't mind some more green, to be honest. I think he's going to move again, which gets us both another die from visiting the shrine. We draw a level 3 monster. And I think he's going to take this level 3 monster. Doesn't go there, goes over here. And what's the rogue gonna do now? He's pretty strapped for resources, but also, I mean, he's only got one monster, right? So maybe he takes another monster. So we draw this guy. And boots. Yeah, he'll take... What is he going to do, is the question. I guess it's down to what kind of loot he's looking to get. Like, he'd like to get some red guys here. Yeah, that's fine, because this is level 3 armor, which he would like to have also. So he'll take that guy. Now the Barbarian's going to fight. My foe has a hit marker, so I get to refresh one of my rages. Gonna roll some dice. 4, 5, 6, 6. So 4, 6. Oh, all right, hold on. Sorry. I definitely misjudged what I was doing, because he needs to rest. I forgot that he's totally out of resources. So we're going to roll that one back, and he's going to rest, because, like, he definitely doesn't want to take a bunch of damage to the face from trying to punch guys when he doesn't have any resources to go around. So roll that one back, and he's going to rest. And we're going to equip some stuff. Alright, so got a shield, got a helmet, got some better boots, got a Sears ring. Whoop. Man, he needs a good weapon bad. Not really any available currently, which is a shame. So maybe he sticks with this bandit's crossbow instead. Hangs on to that. He'll discard this for a potion. And let's make sure we got enough gems to cover all this stuff. Green, red, 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 Easy. And so he's got 2 blue and 2 red gems, so he gets to take this. He has uncovered 3 things, so he gets to take this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 gem levels worth of equipment, so he gets to take this, which also gets him this. Which you know, if the rogue had been paying attention, maybe he would have rested to try to get some of that stuff instead at some point. But you know, what are you gonna do? So now comes back over to the rogue, and he says, "I'm sad that you took all those blessings," but he's gonna rest also. And he's going to put on some stuff. Take all his gems off here. And let's see what he's got going on these days. So, Emerald Wristband. The Silence. Deadshot Longbow. Do we have enough to equip that stuff, I guess, is the real question. Oh. Alright, so that's what he would like to put on. Let's see if that can actually happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It cannot happen. So, this is a definite. That's a definite. Is that a definite? I don't know. Put that there. That there. That. Yeah, I think that is how he leaves it for the time being. Not quite enough gems to go around to get his better bow and better helmet going. And he's going to discard these 2 cards for 2 potions. Take a red and a blue. And he does not have 3 and 3, so he doesn't get any of those things. Maybe he'll get 1 or 2 by the end, but we'll see. Barbarian's going to fight. This guy's got a hit marker. Refreshes his rage. We rolled a 4, a 6, a 2, and a 6. So, -3 turns that into a 6. And +1 turns that into a 3. Oh, also, we got 1 more blue mana for him, and 1 more red mana for him when we did that rest. How are you guys finding the Sanctum so far? Y'all being able to follow along? It's a little zoomed out, but hopefully it's making sense. So we killed both of these guys. Feels great. Which gets us 5 green XP. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. gets us a tribal tattoo, which goes right here. And once per attack, when we use a die modifying ability in this slot right here, we can activate it twice. We also get another red mana. And we found Shackles of the Wolf, which seems good, and Dragon Skin Boots. Also seems good. So, back over to the rogue now. I think he's also going to fight. We do not have enough dice to kill all our foes. We get to refresh our rage. Two, 2, 3, 5. So 3, 5. Let's see. Oops. That's not the right color. So this lets us subtract as many as we want off of a die, and this lets us subtract 1 off of a die. So these both turn into 1s. And we need to block 4 damage, which is a whole lot of damage, to be honest. So maybe we make one of these a 5 instead. Let me see if we can make that happen. 4 damage is a lot. So 5, 1. Oh, there it is. That just sets something to a 5. So, like, easy enough. And then that's a 3. Now we just need to block 2 damage, which is a much more rational amount of damage. Do it just like that. Alright, so kills this guy, puts a hit marker on that guy. We get 3 red XP. Which I think is going to do that. Boink. Get us 2 more red mana. And we found Doomguard Armor. For 2 red ones, for 2 red mana, we can block 6 incoming damage, which is very good. Alright. Barbarian time. He's going to move. He's still looking for, I mean, he needs a good weapon, like, bad. I think he's going to take the... what does he want at this point, I guess, is the question. 3 red mana seems fine. And over to the rogue. What does he want? I mean, he's going to... Yeah, he wants this explosive potion. So, like, that's 3 blue mana right there, which gets it for him. So maybe he does. Yeah, he's going to move. And we flip up. These guys. And he takes these 2 guys. And then all this stuff turns into treasure. And what is he going to take is the question. Better helmet? Seems fine. Better shoes also seems fine. Like, he needs to get some gems though, so he can equip better stuff. Is the trick, you know. I think he's gonna take better shoes and just see if he can get some red gems going. So now red gets something from here. Does he care about any of this stuff? Question mark, question mark. I don't know that he does care about any of this stuff, to be honest. I think he might just be getting something to sell it for a potion. Yeah, but he'll take... he needs better armor pretty bad too, now that I look at it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's not great. Well, he's going to take these boots and probably not be able to wear them, but, you know, it's fine. So, all this stuff goes away. Oh, I'm discarding these things in the wrong spot. That's fine. Yeah, 2, 3. Okay. So now this slides down. Whoop. And they advance to... Oops. The final board before the boss. The Walls of Sanctum, I think it's called. Something like that. And, let's see what we got here. Yeah, red is not loving this. He's gonna fight before he goes up there. Got a 4. Got a 4. Flip this. Turn that into a 6. Gets him the Sun Knight's Vambrance, which is a 3 red XP. So he gets that, I guess. Oof, I don't know. So that unlocks Berserk for him, which is add this die to your dice and set it to a hit. The card you hit immediately deals damage, even if defeated. So it basically lets me do 1 guaranteed hit, but I take damage in the process, which is fine, I guess. So now back to the rogue. And he is going to... Is he going to fight? Yeah, I think he's going to fight these guys. So we got a 1. We got a 4. We got a... Oh, you know what? God, I'm forgetting to do this stuff. I needed to use to use a blue potion before fighting here. because now we can do that. Set these both to 1s. Kill all these guys. Gets us 2 green XP, which I think is 1. That gets us some more mana. And 2. And then 3 blue XP, which I think is that right there. That unlocks Explosive Potion, which is before rolling, I can discard a potion to take this die and set it to any number before fighting. And we found some more stuff. So now red is going to move up here. And here, the rules for the final board are we're going to flip up 5 pairs of monsters for it. Or I guess the penultimate board. It's not the final board. As soon as you are on this board and you don't have any monsters, you can move up here. After you move up there, every turn after that the other players do not move up there, they get additional bad stuff that's going to happen to them during the boss fight, basically. And they can choose to either hang out and do, try to kill their monsters and stuff, or they can just abandon the monsters and come up here whenever they want also. And after everyone is up here, everyone gets a free rest before we fight the final boss. So we're going to flip up 5 level 3 monsters. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 level 2 monsters. And red gets first pick here. And I think he might take this one because he needs a good weapon bad and he needs better armor bad. He's got level 1 armor, which is gonna not work out. So I guess he takes that one. And the rogue will go ahead and come up here too. And what the heck does he want at this point? I don't even know what he's got going on. The question is, what can he afford to put on? So, but he needs a better hat, or a different hat, I guess. So, that. That and that is what he would very much like to put on. So he needs some red XP for sure. That's 1, 2, 3. Blue and green XP is actually what he needs. He's not going to be able to get blue. So, he's got good armor. He just needs to be able to afford to put it on, basically. So I think maybe he takes this, because that'll let him get more tokens, which is basically what he needs at this point. Whoops, put these things in the wrong spots. And And anybody got any bets on who they think's going to win here? I don't know. I haven't been super meticulously planning out the gear I'm trying to get for these guys, so it's kind of a toss-up. Alright, so the Berserker, before he fights these guys, he's going to rest, because he needs to get his pips back. And he needs to equip better stuff, basically. So let's take all this stuff off and see what we can get for him. So first off, he's got three red gems and 3 green gems. So he gets to take this. I mean, if nothing else, the Barbarian's got a million blessings, and the Rogue doesn't have any, so that certainly isn't going to hurt. And then we're going to see what we can afford to put on here. We definitely want those. I mean, we would like that for sure. But I don't think we can actually afford to have that, so leave that there. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't gotten the best the best bunch of loot possible here, but that's fine. And he's going to get 3 red XP and 2 blue XP. So he's going to get like 2 more. He's going to get 3 more gems, because that's 1, 2, 3, like that, I think. So what's he going to be able to put on? Question mark, question mark. Probably not any of this stuff. So he's definitely going to throw this away for a potion. And we'll see about the rest of that. He might be able to finagle like one more thing out of it. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the Rogue is also going to rest, because he's got 7 skills unlocked here. He's going to be able to take these 2 and finally get some blessings. So, you know, he's got that going for him. I don't think his equipment stuff has changed much since the last time we were here. He could put this in here. So, like, why not? And he's going to discard 2 items for potions. And all right, back to and you can't get more monsters from this board, so that's all the monsters anyone's getting. So he's gonna fight. We got a 1. Hold on. We got a 6. We got a 5. We got a 2. We got a 1. We need to block 2 damage. We do it. So, hit marker on this guy. We get 3 red XP. And we found Mermac's Axe, which is pretty much exactly what we needed. So, 1, 2, 3. Because we can put that right here, and the tribal tattoo is going to let us manipulate the heck out of some dice with that, which is good. So over to our friend the rogue. He's gonna spend a potion to get his 5th die and set it to he'll set it to a 3. So we got a 1, we got a 3, we got a 4, and we need a 6. We set that to a 6. Easy enough. We killed all the guys. Oh, I also need to double check the rules to see if we were supposed to get... Alright, so 1, 2, 3 red XP and 2 green XP is 1, 2. Alright. I feel like maybe we were supposed to get another die when we made it to the 5th board. Let me double check that real quick, because if so, I would get to roll 1 more die to see if I could roll a 2 and kill that guy. It doesn't say it. Oh yeah, okay. So there is another one of those shrine things. So we were supposed to each get another die. Thought I remembered that. So, see if he can roll a 2. Well, he rolled a 3. Which, guess what? It's close to a 2. Good job. We did it, guys. Okay. So he gets 2 blue XP. And finds the Mystic's Tunic. So I guess the question is, do we want another pip up here, or do we want 2 more mana? I mean, we would like both of those things, if we're being totally honest. But I think we're going to take 2 more mana. And if it becomes obvious that we needed precisely 1 more wild pip for equipment, then we might roll that back once we crunch the numbers on it. And we're both moving up here on our next turn since we both killed our monsters. And if you give me just a minute here, I'm going to grab a quick break, and then we're going to fight a big old demon. All right, we are back. And we are ready to fight a big old demon. What do you say? So first off, everybody gets a free rest to finish gearing up, basically. And everything basically goes away at this point, because if you haven't unlocked it now, it's too late. And hey, there's the old demon. Okay. Gonna have to deal out some cards and whatnot here once we get our final rest out of the way. So let me do that real quick. Alright. Barbarian found better weapons and at least marginally better armor, which is what he needed. So let's see. Mermac's Axe definitely goes right there. Honestly, I feel like he might throw his shield in there. The question is if we have enough gems to go around for it. And maybe we do. It's gonna be close though. So we can throw this in here, and we're gonna have to give up a blue gem for it, but I feel like it's gonna be worth it because he doesn't use blue that much, and this gives him more damage mitigation, which is very important in the final fight, as you will see in a second. And he's going to get 2 more potions. Oh boy, get this stuff out of the way here. He gets 2 more potions. I don't know what his potions should be. I mean, he's probably going to want red more than anything else, because like everything he uses is red basically. So yep, discards all these cards, calls it a day. So see what our boy the rogue's working with over here. Okay, so he is definitely putting on the Doomguard armor. And he's keeping silence. He found a level 3 sword, which, like, that feels pretty good. The question is, does he have the juice to wear it? Which, you know, we'll find out together as we're putting this stuff on him. I think he does, because he's still got bad shoes, so... Yep. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. All right. Well, and he refills his potions as well. I mean, I don't know what he's going to want, so I don't know. That looks fine. All right, so let's get the setup for the final boss fight out of the way here. And then we're going to roll a bunch of dice and see if everyone gets killed by this giant demon. Alright. The end of Act 5, the Demon Lord shakes the city of Sanctum with his mighty power. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Players use call air. One by one, reveal each card in a row. You're trying to fight in each roar phase. You deal one. Okay. So, right. Do 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. All right, so the first thing that happens is the Demon Lord roars as we approach him, which is going to flip over 2 of these cards, and they're going to do bad stuff. So the first one says, roll 1 less die in your next fight, or take a wound. Rolling 1 less die in the next fight seems extremely bad. So I think they're each going to take a wound. And lose 1 blessing or take a wound. All right, so he's going to lose a blessing. I guess so now we can look at our blessings. They've each got a blessing that just blocks a wound. So, like, you know, fine. They'll lose those. This gets him another red and a blue mana. These are dice manipulation. This is block a wound, and that's dice manipulation. So now is the time that we can use those. And the way that this goes is we're going to have rounds of combat here. And after each round of combat, after the first round of combat, these two bad cards are going to happen. After the second round of combat, this bad card's going to happen. After that, it's just try to kill the boss, you know? And he'll have used that blessing to block that wound also. So the way the combat works is each of these steps is like we're going to roll dice just like we normally would in combat, right? And like, you know, I can assign 2 dice there, and then I would move to this and reveal it. And then I would have to handle that and then move here. And you just go as far as you can. And once you're done, that's the end of that round. And then you take wounds equal to the face-up cards that you can see. So like if I got to there, I would take 2, 4, 6 plus whatever's on there, right? And then, you know, if I got there at the end of my next one, I would take 4. So that's where it helps to have a lot of damage mitigation coming into this final round. Hopefully that makes sense. And I think now is the time that we just roll some dice and try to kill this guy. So add this die to your dice and set it to a hit. The card you hit immediately deals damage even if defeated. So don't want to just take 2 damage immediately. I mean, I think I do. I'll block 2 damage right there. Put that right there. Roll these dice. Alright, so there's a 5. We've completed that one. We move here. We flip this over. It says reroll all 4s if you have any, or take a wound. I don't have any 4s, so I will choose to reroll all my 4s. And I'm going to put this here, plus or minus 3, and since it's above my tribal tattoo, I can do it twice. And that turns these 2 1s into 4s. And then I got a 2 there. And I can turn that into a 4. Kill that. Come here. Lose 1 stamina or 1 focus. That's what these things are called also. So I can immediately lose one of those. We'll lose a blue one because we've only got 2 blue spots left, so you know, whatever. And we're here. So we take 2, 4, 6, 7 damage coming in. So that's blocking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's where we're at for him. These come off the board. And he is, you know, part way through fighting this big old boss. Let's see what the rogue's got going on. First thing he's going to do is ditch a potion to get his explosive potion. He's going to set that to a 4. And then there's a 5. Corrupt 1 ability space or take 1 wound. So corrupting an ability space just means you can't use it for the rest of the game, basically. So do we corrupt an ability space? I think we'll corrupt that one. That's fine. So that 1 can be a 6. We'll put it there. That one can be a 6. And then we'll subtract 2 from it to make it 4. Put that right there. That 2 goes there. Can we turn that one into a 4? So it's a 6. We can subtract as many as we want from it. Turn it into a 4. Put it right there. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll just use his rage. Put it right there. And that flips this up. Which says, for this fight, lose 1 die not yet assigned. So that's fine because we've already assigned all the dice. So easy enough. And then he takes 2, 4, 6, 7 damage coming in. So that, these two, that blocks 6. And that blocks 7. So easy enough. Alright, so now we get 2 bad effects. The first one says, you face 2 additional damage in your next fight, or take a wound right now. Ugh. He's going to take a wound. I think he's going to face 2 additional damage. So we'll put a couple of, we'll put this over here to show that he's taking 2 additional damage. Facing 2 additional damage. And then we flip this up and it says corrupt an ability space on a weapon or take a wound. But I don't want to do that though. Let me see if you can corrupt used ability spaces or not. I don't remember if you can. Put a hit marker in one of your empty ability spaces. That space is now unusable. Nothing can remove the marker. On a 2-space ability, you are allowed to corrupt the second space, even if the first space is already corrupted. Okay. So that's unfortunate. Yeah. Corrupt an ability space on a weapon is no bueno. It's going to take a wound. They're each going to take a wound. They don't want to do that. Alright, so that's that. We're going to do this. Before we do that, we're going to use some potions. Get back 3 red and a blue. Red. 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 Blue. So that's all the potions. Then we're going to use this, which is going to make us take a hit right now. We will block the hit like so. And that lets us set this die to a hit automatically. Put it right there. We'll set it as a 2. Put it right there. So we roll all of these. Wow, okay. We rolled 3 5s, a 6, and a 1. So there's a 6. We're going to subtract as much as we want from 2 of these, which will turn this 5 into a 3. Move us here. Turn this 5 into a 2. Put that right there. Then we will add 1 to this, turn it into a 6, which flips this up. It says corrupt one ability space or take a wound. I don't like all this ability space corrupting. I just don't like it. But we'll corrupt one. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong? We'll corrupt that one right there. And then we've got a 1, so we'll put that right there. And we've got 5 damage coming in. That's going to go right there. Five damage coming in. So that blocks 3. That blocks 5. So easy enough. Yeah, I think they're both looking like they might survive. I don't know who's going to survive with the most life, though. It's pretty neck and neck at the moment. So he's going to discard a potion to get his explosive die. He's going to use 2 potions, 2 red potions, to remove those, or refresh those. And we'll turn this to a 3, put it right there, and roll ourselves up some dice. Also, I'm not sure how outnumbered works with this. Let me double check that real quick, because his rage may or may not refresh right now. Yeah, okay, so we count all the visible die spots, and we do not have enough dice to fill all those up, so we get a free rage refresh. So let's roll some dice. So we got a 5. We failed to roll really what we needed. That's fine. So we'll turn this into a 6. Turn this into a 6. We'll turn this into a 4. Flip this up. Reroll all 3s if you have any, or take a wound. We don't have any 3s, so that's fine. But sadly, I don't think we can assign that die. I mean, we could, but it's going to cost a lot of resources. But I think we do it anyway, just because we're getting down to it here. So we're going to use this to turn that into a 6, and we're going to use that to turn that 6 into a 3. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Sorry, someone's like screaming outside my house. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. Okay, so we put a hit marker on this guy, and we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 damage coming in. Seems like quite a lot. So he's going to use 2 of these. To block 6. That blocks 8. and he takes 1. So I think that's where we're at. So he's almost totally out of defensive options at this point, and he can block 3 more. So we're kind of running close to the bone here. The next thing is lose 1 focus or take a wound. This is focus, so he's going to lose 1. That's fine. He doesn't have 1 to lose, so I think he has to take a wound, which is unfortunate for him. So that's all the roar effects now. For our boy, the Barbarian. First off, Bloodlust comes in. Our foe has a hit marker, so he gets to refresh a rage. And he's going to use Berserk. Probably Berserker is what his class actually is. Which makes him take a wound. But we're going to block it like so. And that lets us set this to a 4. And then we're going to roll some dice. Good night. Okay, so that's a bad roll. Alright, so we use this to set this to a 3. We activate his rage to set this to a 1. Flip this over. Corrupt 1 ability space or take a wound. He's going to take a wound. He's going to take a wound. Yep. And we can't use either of these dice, so he gets to flip his rage back. And he's taken 3 damage. So he blocks 2 of the damage, takes 1. And these go away. And over to the mage. I mean, not the mage, the rogue. He doesn't have any more potions to throw away, so he just is going to roll some dice. Didn't roll a 3. That's unfortunate for him. And doesn't have any blue. So. Wow. I think he might just be totally boned on this roll, because he didn't roll a 3 and doesn't have any dice manipulation left. So he might just eat 2, 4, 7 damage to the face. And better luck next time, buddy. Lion Demon Lord. Yep. Okay, so he's just very sad, is what he is, because he used up all his dice manipulation stuff already. And he didn't roll a 3, so he gets to refresh his rage. He takes 7 damage. He does block 2 of that damage, so he takes 5, down to 1 hit point. And he's just going to have to hope he rolls a little better next time. So the Berserker, I mean, that's what he's got left. That's what he needs to roll. And he doesn't have any dice manipulation left except for his 1 rage. So he's going to take a wound to get this die and set it to a 1. And then he's going to roll these. We got a 2. We flip this. We got a 3. We don't have a 1 or a 2, so he gets a rage back. He takes 2 wounds. 1, 2. Ooh, hold on. Because I totally forgot that he also has these things. But I don't think those things are enough. I don't think those things are enough. I mean, I can use this plus or minus 3 to set that to a 1. Put that there. But, you know. So he gets a rage back. And we come over to the rogue here. And he's gotta put in some work on this one. I don't think he can win. We forgot about that. I don't know that it would have got him at 3 though. So 3. Turn that into a 3. We got a 6. Only modified dice can be placed on this card this fight. Ugh. Alright, well that kills him no matter what, because he doesn't have any dice manipulation left. And if he takes a wound, he dies. So, rip. Yeah, because he takes 5 damage right now. Can't block any of it, so he dies. And the Berserker rolls these dice, doesn't care what he rolls because he uses his rage to turn one of them into a 2, put it right there. We rolled 1 extra die. So, the Berserker wins because he's the only one that survived. He's got 3 hit points left. The Rogue almost made it. But he ran out of juice on those last couple of cards. And like that one where he didn't roll a 3, just totally murdered him. If he had rolled a 3 and could have got past that card to this one without, I mean, he still would have been really stuck here because this one, I think this Shriek card kills him no matter what. But that is Sanctum. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a bunch of dice manipulation and figuring out what you're trying to do on your tech tree and stuff. Yeah, it's fun. So, I think we're going to call it there. And thanks a lot for hanging out tonight, you guys. And I'll be back on Friday, possibly playing Talisman or something else. I don't know. We'll just see what we're feeling like. So, again, thanks a lot for hanging out, you guys. Always appreciate people coming through to have a chill board game hang, you know?